Alright, so this is my level for Doom. This is the final innovation. So here we have the starting character once again, where the players can test their damage abilities. And I removed like barriers and stuff, so it just looks like they're kind of contained by that area, but it doesn't look all like undeveloped basically. We have those three that should lead you into this room, which then leads you to the first boss. First boss here is pretty good because it gets you used to the whole mechanic of moving around, gives you a chance to test different damage values. His critical point is pretty big. It's his forehead, so it gives the players a good opportunity to basically get used to how he needs to go. The obstacles in this room are nice because they're just big enough that they can protect you while also letting you shoot over it to shoot enemies, and you can vault over each one. Now here we have the power up, and I added it where you can see that it gives you now 2 times damage, and it lets the player know basically what it does more clearly. Here we have the final room, but since we don't have the keycard for it, we cannot enter that yet. So make the player proceed back down and face the yellow room right away. Now we have the first guiding enemy on the side, and then we have the second boss, which has a door behind them, which you can see pretty clearly, and that is the door that you will be going through to proceed to the next area later on. So it's basically like a little arena fight here where plenty of enemies spawn while you're trying to take out the main enemy here. A little hiding area over there, which isn't too effective because it's near the wall, but it's good for some quick cover. And here are some L spawns, which are quite nice for this type of gun because they move in a straight line and they generally attack from a distance, so it makes this rifle type gun very useful against them. There's a semi-secret spot back here that's full of health packs, armor, ammo. Then there's the other secret spot that we're behind the guard spot. And once you break that, you become faster with the speed times 1.5. This enemy is the first lead to basically guiding the player back to the spawn, or not the spawn, but to the next area. And then there's also this enemy on the bottom that spawns and then walks towards that door to basically remind the player that that's where they need to go. Now there's also the secret over here, which I kept. And once you get to the top here, you can get the BFG. It's a little hard to get down this, but once you crouch, it's very simple. This leads the player to the next area. For this area, I didn't change much. I just removed the like trigger boxes to make it cleaner looking. I did not put any indication on the ledge climbing thing of what it does or like the bonus it gives. The simple fact that I thought that it would confuse the player more to see that it's like ×2 ledge grabbing speed instead of just having a simple increase to that. So So here it is, grab ledges faster. When you press E on it, there's no HUD or indication saying exactly how much it increased by, since I thought that would just confuse the player. Also, there's this secret right over here, which gives you a damage boost. I did not say how much that damage boost was because I felt like since it's a secret, you can kind of just keep it more vague. This is the third boss, which are just 2 Cacodemons. And again, it's very arena-like fight. There's some ammo scattered around as well as some quick shields and things that I try to make very apparent when you first enter the room, but players can be distracted by the simple spawning of enemies and don't really notice it. Although all the pickups and items are put in fairly logical locations, so I feel like even if they don't notice, they'll be able to pick them up fairly quickly. After one of the Cacodemons die, all spawns spawn on the sides of the maps, and they are a little bit hard to find in the beginning since they're not there all the time, but their noise certainly gives you a good idea of where they are. And also their blue flame contrasts pretty nicely against this area. So once you kill these, you can go back to the left over there and grab the key. But here I just wanted to show the power-ups scattered over here. They are basically right when you enter this area, you can see them within your line of sight. Then go through here, kill this one guy. And in this area you will find the red key card, which then triggers the spawn of 3 other bosses that come over here. Basically I want to use them to guide the player towards that location since that is where they came from, and that is also where they will be leaving after they finish this one fight. Once you finish over here, you hop on this, cross, to progress to the next area, and which is just a simple battling hordes of enemies. These enemies are all pretty much one shot, giving the player a sense of basically how powerful they've become through this level. These are still a little bit of a problem, but I lessened the amount of them so they don't basically turn into an area where it's just frustrating to kill them. Now up here, there also is a secret, which you can see over there. I try to make it kind of obvious from the window, but it still is basically blocked by that lens flare. And up there it gives me another damage boost. And this hallway is just a bunch of demons. Then once you enter this hallway, you have 2 revenants and also a bunch of demons. And I accidentally overjumped there. But this shows the respawn system I have here, where basically there's 4 different respawn areas, and all of them, they do not reset all the like perks you've been given throughout the level, so you don't need to go back and reset those or reinitiate them. And also, these guys must have fallen on the next area. Basically gives you the 2 more hell links. And again, since this is like the end of the level, it's more just showing you like how much easier they become. Like now you can basically just take on 2 of these. You don't need to worry. And finally, you have the Mancubus, which is pretty dangerous in close quarters. It requires a lot of movement. As you can see, I almost died there from just 1 hit. After you defeat him, you're able to proceed with the red key card to open up the door that you saw earlier and finish the level.